Hi, I'm your Rockland County Executive Ed Day, and I am so honored to kick off the 2022 National Disability Employment Awareness Awards for Rockland County once again, because I believe this is a critical topic that deserves our attention. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, last year only 19% of people with a disability were employed, while employment among those without a disability, that number was more than triple that. It is upsetting seeing so many people being excluded from the workforce simply because they have a special need. This year's theme, disability, part of the equity equation, couldn't be more accurate, and why I am proud to honor companies in my county that are committed to employing and empowering people of all abilities. These 18 businesses nominated today are being celebrated for embracing and welcoming diversity in all of its forms. Each one of these companies knows the more inclusive we are, the better our work and service is to our community. You all hired individuals for their qualifications instead of disqualifying candidates for being different. And for that, on behalf of the people of Rockland County, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am hopeful more employers will follow your studious example and provide equal opportunities to people of all abilities. Thank you very much.
My name is Michelle Green, and I am here representing the Access VR statewide business relations team and the Westchester and Rockland employment networks. Thank you for joining us for our 2022 National Disability Employment Awareness Month Award event. We are pleased and proud to share the accomplishments of the last year with you. We hope that you will explore the website which hosts this video, which contains a wealth of free resources regarding how you can recruit and retain individuals with disabilities at your workplace. The Rockland and Westchester employment networks are responsible for assisting with locating qualified job candidates with disabilities to meet business needs. Managers work hand in glove with our team to integrate new employees into the workforce. As such, we often become quite close. It is for this reason that I am dedicating the 2022 National Disability Employment Awareness Month celebration to one of our own, Catherine Keating. Catherine worked at Joannio on the Community Employment Services team. Last June, we lost Catherine rather suddenly. Those who knew her would say that she colored outside of the lines, if you will. Her creative ideas pushed us to be better and more innovative in our combined mission. She worked particularly closely with our young adults on the spectrum, and she will be missed by those she served, as well as her colleagues and her employer partners who benefited from her wisdom. When I was preparing to speak with you today, I was reflecting on that partnership. I recently heard from one of our business partners from last year's National Disability Employment Awareness Month celebration, who contacted me to let us know that her employee had been promoted to a long-desired new position. In addition, when I was reviewing the applications for the awards this year, 2 of the managers nominated started as young job candidates with our network. Coles of Portchester's general manager spoke of his department manager as setting the path for others to succeed. In Rockland County, Walgreens of Spring Valley was nominated by Joannio. Their nomination said, Walgreens has dedicated themselves to creating an environment for employees to excel, and they are committed to doing whatever is necessary to support success. So I reached out to Richard Onderdonk, the manager at Walgreens in Spring Valley who I knew years ago as a job candidate. He responded right away, and he said that he has moved up at Walgreens and has been a store manager in a few locations, most recently in Spring Valley. He said, "I truly believe in paying it forward, and if I can contribute in some small way to other people being successful, I will." The message here is that we have successful job candidates with disabilities who worked hard, have moved up, and are now creating inclusive, diverse workplaces in each county. For our business partners, these employees represent longevity and expertise in how to leverage the assets in this community. Many businesses are struggling to find employees in our counties with historically low unemployment. The United States Labor Department describes the white-hot labor market as having nearly 2 job openings for every unemployed person in the United States. While diversity, equity, and inclusion are the buzzwords of today's talent acquisition, it may surprise you to learn that job candidates with disabilities are often not considered a part of this pool. The managers here today should reset that conversation. We encourage our business partners to expand their efforts to recruit from our community so that they may experience this same success. To assist our businesses to be more inclusive in their hiring, the Rockland County Workforce Development Board sponsored a webinar this past March to discuss the subject of hiring qualified job candidates with disabilities in the Hudson Valley. In a spirit of public-private partnership, our webinar development team included Access VR, Dominican University, the Rockland Business Association, the Westchester County Association, and the Westchester Putnam Career Center. 84 businesses attended the webinar, and materials were requested by 140 employers for review. We welcomed Wendy Strobelgower. Wendy is the project director at Cornell's Yangtan Institute. Wendy also leads our resource partner, the Northeast ADA Center. She was our keynote speaker for the morning. As 1 in 4 people in the United States have some form of disability, the subject of employee accommodation should be front of mind for many businesses. Wendy talked about some myths and facts in hiring from our community and reminded us that 50% of accommodations cost nothing at all, and the other 50% cost an average of $500 to implement. When providing an accommodation, a business can retain their valued employee, productivity increases, and managers don't have to use their time training another new employee. If you missed that presentation, we have included a link on our website to the Small Business Toolkit that Cornell developed, which provides curated information and essential resources about how and why small businesses can successfully hire and retain employees with disabilities. There is also a special section on responding to COVID-19 for our business partners. We all love outcomes, right? While Debbie Thomas and her team at the Rockland County Workforce Development Board sponsored our well-received webinar, Sherry Asher, the Westchester County Director of Policy and Programs, Small Business, and Chambers of Commerce, attended our webinar and took up the challenge to increase opportunities of employment within our community. She spearheaded a team which included Access VR, Westchester County Economic Development, Nonprofit Westchester, the Yonkers and Westchester Workforce Development Boards, and the Westchester Putnam Career Center to put together a series of job fairs around the county at accessible venues. These events include job matching and one-to-one interviews with accommodations between our workforce candidates and our business partners. Special thanks go to 2 members of our team. My WEN co-chair, Evan Latainer, the director of the Westchester County Office for People with Disabilities, and his community work assistant, Jeff Zatofsky, for all they have done to assure the accessibility of these events. We have just concluded the first of the Diverse Ability Fairs. We invited 12 businesses in to meet with our job candidates. 150 job candidates attended the event and met with our business partners. The feedback has been extraordinary, and we have already been asked about when we are holding the next event. Across the river, the Rockland Works Career Center has had weekly business meet and greets at the Finkelstein Memorial Library for months, as well as a number of hiring events at the Palisades Center Mall, which our candidates have truly benefited from. We are looking to replicate the Diverse Ability Fairs in Rockland, so stay tuned. We must also thank Jason Chapin at the Westchester County Association for putting together labor market data and lists of hiring events to share with our candidates. We also thank Sheila Davis from the New York State Department of Labor, who has shared monthly virtual job fairs to meet the needs of businesses across our region. We again want to thank the Workforce Development Boards of Rockland and Westchester counties and their career centers for all that they do to develop opportunities for those we serve. Of course, my office is my anchor, and I truly wish that you could see just how many people benefit from the counseling and guidance, vocational training, job development, job coaching, equipment, and college sponsorship that make this a very special place to work. Our staff's commitment to this community is unwavering despite the challenges that we are facing with remote appointments and new technology on the horizon. Our staff has delivered needed services, students have been sent back to college with their funding in place, and hundreds of job candidates per year have gained the employment that they came to us asking for. Your dedication is unmatched. As is my tradition, I must take a moment to publicly recognize the members of the Rockland and Westchester Employment Networks. Our consortiums have nominated a sampling of the amazing partnerships established every day in the Hudson Valley, and I thank you for the stories that I have been able to share today. Your ability to make it work with your business partners and our job candidates is deeply appreciated. I would now like to welcome Ramona Fuentes, the Access VR White Plains District Office Manager, to introduce the Governor's Proclamation declaring the month of October 2022 National Disability Employment Awareness Month. We are honored to have you deliver this year's proclamation. Ramona?
Each year, we are privileged to have the New York State Governor's Office deliver a proclamation declaring October National Disability Employment Awareness Month. This annual commemoration celebrates the many contributions of America's workers with disabilities. The theme for this year's event is Disability, Part of the Equity Equation. The Assistant Secretary for Disability Employment Policy, Taryn Williams, announced this year's theme and said a strong workforce is the sum of many parts, and disability has always been a key part of the equation. People with disabilities make up a wonderfully multifaceted group. By recognizing the full complexion of our community, we can ensure our efforts to achieve disability inclusion are in fact truly inclusive. It is my pleasure, my privilege to present this year's proclamation to our virtual audience today.
Each year, we highlight a different facet of our community. This year, we wanted to go back to the beginning of the vocational journey and focus on our students learning the skills that they need and the partners who are teaching them. We selected a project search program in Rockland and in Westchester, and we'll share their extraordinary programs as our keynote event this year. In Westchester, we must thank Montefiore New Rochelle Hospital, the City School District of New Rochelle, Ability Beyond, and Access VR for their partnership to train and find employment for the youngest among us. Let's hear from them first.
In Westchester County, Montefiore New Rochelle's Project Search Program is a highly successful collaboration between Montefiore New Rochelle Hospital, the City School District of New Rochelle, community rehabilitation provider Ability Beyond, and the New York State Education Department's Access VR office. All work together to support the students and their parents or guardians in this year of transition. The program is designed to assist high school students to learn the skills they need in the world of competitive employment. Montefiore New Rochelle Hospital invites student interns to train in a variety of hospital departments, assisted by hospital staff who work side by side with them as vocational mentors. The City School District of New Rochelle provides instructional staff and transportation for the students. Ability Beyond provides coaching at the internship sites and job placement services at the conclusion of the program, courtesy of funding by Access VR. Megan Humphreys serves as Project Search Liaison for Access VR and has provided valuable guidance and counseling throughout this process. Project Search provides students with an opportunity to develop skills that will assist them in achieving part-time or full-time employment at Montefiore or in the community. Each student participates in 3 internships based on their interests, skills, and abilities. Let's meet our students from 2022. First, we would like to introduce you to William. William chose the kitchen, the cafeteria, and the dish room and stockroom as his internship sites. He's gained a variety of job skills suited to the hospitality and retail industry at the conclusion of Project Search. Our second intern is Michelle. Michelle worked as a lobby ambassador in Schaefer Extended Care and in the Health Information Management Department during her internships. She has honed her clerical skills and has many vocational choices after graduation. Now we introduce you to Talia. Talia had the opportunity to work in the Montefiore Medical Group Health Clinic, Health Information Management, and the cafeteria during her time at Project Search. Talia was able to develop skills in office work and stock work, and as she graduates, has a better understanding of her vocational strengths and interests. Finally, we have our intern, Lindley. Lindley interned in the cafeteria, the kitchen, and environmental services during her time at Montefiore. Lindley has developed skills in hospitality and environmental services which are in demand across our region. William and fellow intern Lindley had the opportunity to learn about handling food safely and assisting the staff in preparing large quantities of food. Talia, Lindley, and William also developed skills in stock rotation, presentation of materials for purchase, and the importance of cleanliness in the cafeteria. William worked hard keeping the cafeteria clean and ready for the medical personnel and visitors who use it. William also had the opportunity to learn about the behind-the-scenes duties that keep the kitchen operating by working in the dish room and stock room where the supplies are kept until they are needed. During her internship as a lobby ambassador, Michelle came to understand the importance of strong communication skills and workplace etiquette as she greeted the visitors and staff each day. At Schaefer Extended Care offices, Michelle learned how to prioritize and complete essential clerical tasks, as well as how to work with the team to manage patient records. During their internships in health information management, Talia and Michelle updated their computer skills and phone etiquette as they learned to use technology that they would need in the business world. They were also introduced to the importance of patient confidentiality governed by HIPAA regulations. While Talia was interning in the Montefiore Medical Group Health Clinic, she studied health and wellness, as well as the importance of physical and mental health at work. Lindley had the opportunity to intern in the Environmental Services Department. This is a very busy department as they're responsible for cleaning all the surfaces in the hospital, thus ensuring a safe environment for patients, visitors, and medical personnel. The mentors in each department are an essential element of the Project Search program. Their vocational expertise supports our students in developing skills appropriate for the workplace. The mentors help the interns learn to work as a team and how to appropriately report workplace issues to a supervisor. During their internships, the students form close bonds with the staff who guide them through this process. Without our mentors, the students would not be ready to transition into the workplace. In addition to the various internships, the students develop skills to transition into employment. The students learn to identify their strengths and opportunities for improvement. They spend time each day in small group instruction, fine-tuning how to utilize natural supports in the workplace. They acquire skills to identify and manage challenging social interactions at the workplace. Small group instruction also incorporates life lessons, including self-advocacy, financial literacy, personal budgeting, and managing a bank account. After Project Search has concluded, students have taken their place in our county workforce with the help of Ability Beyond's job developers and job coaching staff at the following companies: ABB Optical, Aramark, BJ's Wholesale Club, Chartswell Higher Education Dining Services, Dave & Buster's, Home Depot, Metasource, Nathan Miller Nursing Care, Stop & Shop, Wartburg Nursing Home, White Plains Honda, and of course, Montefiore New Rochelle Hospital. Ability Beyond has worked with 38 students since becoming a part of the Project Search team in 2017. Since that time, the program has had an 88% success rate in placing students in gainful employment upon graduation. Project Search remains one of the most successful and cherished programs that we have to assist our students in their transition into the workplace.
In Rockland, we thank the team at Good Samaritan Hospital, Rockland BOCES, YAI, and Access VR for their partnership and participation in telling the story of how these students get started. The overall idea for this keynote was inspired by the retirement of one of our own, Dawn Kitts. As the coordinator of the Rockland County Transition Consortium and the original instructor of the Rockland Project Search program, Dawn truly changed our little corner of the world, and she will be missed. Just after this presentation was filmed, John, one of the 2022 graduates, passed away. During his time at Project Search, John blossomed and made true progress in his transition journey. He was a real success story, and the video from their program is dedicated to his memory.
Project Search is a business-led program targeted for students whose main goal is employment. It is a partnership between Good Samaritan Hospital, Rocklin BOCES, YAI, and Access VR. Being the teacher of the program, I think that it's very rewarding because when the interns first come here, they're often shy, some don't have any work experience, and they come here, they learn new skills, they learn soft skills, they learn transition skills that they could really take to any job. And just to see them at the end, it's so rewarding, and to see them working after here is also rewarding.
I love being able to come here because I've made new friends, I get to see my teachers, and I get to learn new skills every day. Before I ever came to this program, I had a really hard time communicating with different people, and now I'm really good at it. I'm really proud of myself because I'm doing well at it.
I've been with Project Search from the start. In 2011, we received a grant and we started this program. Since that time, we've had over 80 interns walk through our doors, and over 70% of them are employed at the moment.
By helping them to build these skills and independence, working with others, they are taking control of their lives. And really, we couldn't ask for anything more than that.
As counselors, we help the individual to make decisions regarding careers and what might be a good job match, and work through the journey into that first day on the job.
So you can see actually that they give the support and then they pull away when they can, so that the kids can experience or grow really.
We love having these students with us. It's great engaging for us. They've engaged with patients, they've engaged with visitors, but for our employees it's very, very rewarding to have individuals that actually have a passion, that want to learn something, and they have the ability to teach them. So it's exciting. It renews the energy of our staff to be actively involved with these students.
Being a part of the team is just extremely phenomenal. I love having them. They help out a lot. They know what they're doing. I don't really have to tell them anything. You know, they even ask, hey Steve, you got anything? It's a really good program.
Bringing them together, it forms great synergy. Everyone brings exactly what they have to the table. I bring something specific, Access brings something specific, BOCES brings something specific, and the students, they bring things too, and every day I learn something new from them.
We've hired a handful of students out of these programs. We've been very blessed, and some of them have actually even hired and then gone on to a better job or gone into a different job. We've actually just hired one of the students in this recent class. She did a fantastic job. So we've been very blessed. For us, it allows us to teach them the skills and hopefully hire those individuals, but if not, they take those skills and they could potentially get a job somewhere else as well.
When I do private search, I go housekeeping. Some people help teach me how to do it. And in the morning I do go to work, do the garbage, and I do linen and trash by myself. This is my home.
I am so grateful that we got this opportunity. They really care that the students or our young adults, you know, that they grow. As a parent, that's what you are hoping for.
This has been the greatest work experience of my life. Just seeing them grow year after year, every new crop of students. They come in still as students, as I don't want to say children because they're adults, but they come in, they don't have the social skills, they don't necessarily have the independence, they don't have the job skills, but they leave as adults. They leave ready to live their best lives.
I want to thank my family for sending me to an amazing program.
My first internship I did here at Good Samaritan Hospital was radiology. After working in this department, I have learned to interact with the patients and many other staff.
I learned how to work hard. I enjoyed working in the stock room. At the front desk, I mostly took the temperatures.
I went all over the hospital and collected the linen and changed the bags.
The reason why I came here to put this search is to learn new job skills and responsibilities.
I would like to thank the Project Search staff and my family for supporting me through my time at Project Search.
I would also like to thank Project Search at Good Samaritan Hospital. I am looking forward to finding a part-time job.
We really want to thank Access VR for their support, for attending our meetings, for helping with the job coaching. We really appreciate it. We would not be able to have this program without the collaboration between YAI, Access VR, Good Sam, and Rocklin BOCES.
When we receive our award nominations each year, a review committee selects a few business nominations that have gone above and beyond to recruit and retain employees with disabilities. We will present those 3 awards next in our program. We want to introduce the newest member of the Access VR management team and thank Director of Counseling Brian Alvarado for being with us today to present this award. This employer is very special and has been employing individuals with disabilities in multiple locations. Brian?
We would like to congratulate ShopRite of Stony Point for their Regional NDEAM Award for businesses with 25 to 99 employees. ShopRite's partnership aimed at creating inclusive hiring opportunities with Venture Together has spanned more than 25 years. Joe Schrummel's management has shaped ShopRite's workplace culture. He has mentored employees in multiple stores that are hardworking and motivated. Mr. Schrummel is a manager who draws on his employees' strengths and accommodates individuals' needs. And this has resulted in long-term retention and employee satisfaction. ShopRite has allowed employees returning from the pandemic to take on new responsibilities, and all while there has been open communication with Venture Together to provide Mr. Schrummel and his team with the support that they need as our community moves forward together. Congratulations to you, Mr. Schrummel, and your team at ShopRite for defining an integrated workplace that is a model business in Rockland County.
This year is filled with new faces on our team. I would now like to introduce you to Daniel Diaz, the new District Office Manager of the New York State Office of Children and Family Services and Commission for the Blind. Welcome, Daniel, and thank you for presenting the next award.
We are pleased to congratulate Dunkin Donuts of Nanuet for their 2022 Regional Award for businesses with 24 or fewer employees. Walter Busek and Mike McAleer own 5 franchises in New City, Pearl River, Orangeburg, Nanuet, and Spring Valley. They employ workers with disabilities in 4 of their locations. Since 2007, Dunkin Donuts has partnered with the ARC of Rockland Support Employment Program. 10 people have obtained employment in this 15-year partnership. Mr. Busek and Mr. McAleer demonstrate a genuine interest in understanding everyone's capabilities, as well as the areas where support is required to ensure success. Just last year, the Pearl River location had to close in November of 2021 due to a fire which left one of the individuals displaced. The Dunkin Donuts management team accommodated the individual by transferring him to a different location to ensure that he was able to continue to work. Mr. Busek and Mr. McAleer strive toward enhancing each person's level of independence to ensure that their employees feel a sense of pride and success at work. These continuous natural supports from all of the Dunkin Donut locations truly makes the workers from our community feel that they are part of a team. Congratulations, Dunkin Donuts, for your 2022 Regional National Disability Employment Award.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome Stephanie Capasso, the Director of the Rockland Works Career Center, to introduce our final regional award in Rockland County this year. We are delighted to see a true increase in vocational services for the young people of our community so that they can experience a more successful transition into the workplace. We are honored to have Stephanie with us to present this year's award. Stephanie?
We would like to congratulate Meals on Wheels for being our 2022 Regional NDEAM Award winner for youth employment under the age of 24. Meals on Wheels provided an internship experience complete with mentoring to help our young candidate develop employability skills that would lead to long-term success in his career pathway. The supervisor tailored the job to his strengths so that the youth would be successful. As a result, the staff witnessed a dramatic improvement in his vocational skills. Our intern developed confidence in his abilities in the workplace and truly blossomed into a valuable member of the Meals on Wheels team. Meals on Wheels also noticed this growth, and as a result, he earned a 3-month extension to his internship. Meals on Wheels is looking forward to continuing this partnership with Rockland Works Career Center, and they would like other young people to join the Meals on Wheels team. Congratulations, Meals on Wheels, and we look forward to hearing about your expanded partnerships in the years to come.
We would now like to present one of our favorite moments of this event, the 2022 Rockland County Longevity Award. Venture Together submitted a nomination for Lee, Portugal, to win this very special award. Lee began working at Petco in Nanuet in November of 2004. 18 years shows real dedication, Lee. Lee's manager, John Satter, said he loved Lee's enthusiasm and strong desire to work. He said, Lee has always come to work with a positive attitude and real eagerness to perform a good job. Lee has challenges that affect his ability to perform his tasks at the work site, but with careful consideration about which accommodations would suit him best, along with understanding coworkers and supervisors, Lee has excelled in his position. Lee said, "It is important to work and do a good job, and I love to earn my own money." Lee was always at work with a warm smile, and he loved to interact with his customers, often getting to know them by first name. Lee has shown that when perseverance and proper supports are combined with an opportunity that is matched to your skill set, anyone can overcome even the greatest of challenges. Sadly, Petco closed in 2022, but Lee has just started a new job at Just a Buck in Garnerville, and we wish him all the best. Congratulations, Lee. And now we will present the local awards for businesses in Rockland County, which are making a difference every day in the lives of our community members. Nominated by Bridges, all of the following are in West Nyack: Burlington, Good Game Lounge, Nomad, Cali, and Combat Fitness, and Salon A to Z. Nominated by Capabilities Partnership: ShopRite in Garnerville, New York, and Wegmans in Montvale, New Jersey. Nominated by Joanio: Dollar Tree in Park Ridge, New Jersey, Doubletree by Hilton Hotel in Nanuet, Goodwill, New York, New Jersey in Nanuet. Walgreens in Spring Valley. Walgreens in Stony Point. Nominated by Rockland Bosse's, Bill Kolb Jr., Subaru Service in Blauvelt, New York. And Coronet in Totowa, New Jersey. Nominated by the ARC Rockland, ShopRite in Northvale, New Jersey. Nominated by YAI, Best Buy in West Nyack, New York. Thank you for attending the 2022 National Disability Employment Awareness Month celebration. In a tradition that was begun long ago, it's time for our final story. 2 years ago, we were introduced to the AFIA Foundation, who won our 2020 statewide award for efforts made to accommodate their employees during COVID-19. When the COVID-19 crisis began, AFIA delivered over 300,000 masks, as well as over 41,000 pounds of life-saving personal protective equipment and medical materials to over 100 healthcare facilities in New York. Well, I have an update for you. In 2021, these efforts continued as AFIA facilitated 210 shipments to 23 countries impacted by COVID-19. In the U.S., 1,388 volunteers gave over 21,000 hours of their time to ensure delivery of medical supplies to over 17 states. In total, 602,717 pounds of materials were distributed by AFIA at a value of over $10 million. To get the work out, AFIA has been working with 2,500 volunteers, and that includes 400 people with disabilities, including those from rehabilitation programs and 35 schools. If that were not all, AFIA's CARES grant expanded their interaction with interns and job candidates with disabilities by providing pre-vocational training to strengthen their transition into the workplace. In further news, with those funds, AFIA hired an occupational therapist who works one-to-one with young adults to develop resumes and assist with interview preparation to gain paid employment. Since September of 2021, AFIA has worked with 22 CARES interns. 7 interns have been hired by the foundation. It always warms my heart when I hear about those members of our community who are contributing to our region. However, I was frankly amazed when I learned that some of the materials that are carefully sorted and packed by our interns and employees with disabilities have made their way across the world to the Ukraine. AFIA has shipped over 550 pallets of medical supplies weighing more than 250,000 pounds with a total value of more than $3.8 million. They have worked with Alina International, an international development consultancy working with the Ukraine's Ministry of Health to direct supplies where they are needed the most. We thank our interns and our committed staff at the AFIA Foundation for all that they do. I will conclude our event today with one of my favorite quotes from Margaret Mead, which reflects our entire team's efforts, our employees with disabilities, and that of our business partners. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Be well. Thank you for attending our event, and we will see you next year.